cutters, 3 cutters. We went from M2 saws.
Right, and they're running peg and rakers here. And I actually, on the left here, Cassidy Scheer, I had a talk with him this morning, and he said, what is the angle of the handles? And I said, look, put the handle at 90 degrees to the back of the saw, then tip it up a little bit. That way the force is actually driving down to the lead edge of the tooth going forward. So we cocked his handle up, but I don't like the handle he's using. It's a New Zealand handle. It's too big. You want to have a loose grip.
That's Walt Page on stand number 2 in this first heat of the single buck competition. Cassidy Scheer going to be over on stand number 1. Cassidy Scheer again coming in 6th place. Excuse me, moving up to 5th place. Ram overall points and Page our leader.
Adam LaSalle wedging for Walt Page on your right there. Adam LaSalle taking 2nd in the world the last 2 years. Tough for him to watch this event, but he knows what he's doing. I like the stance both these competitors level saw now. That first pull, you have to pull the entire 6-foot saw through. Pull the belly. That's the aggressive part of the saw. It's the belly. If you don't pull the whole thing through, it's just a waste of a stroke. Both competitors standing far away from the log, engaging the
timers ready. Contestants ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I'm going to give advantage. Walt Page right off the top. He's got the lead edge of the tooth, lead edge of the raker, which does the cleaning. Driving down, Cassidy Scheer healed it on the first 2 strokes, driving the near wood in, which brings it to a stall. Walt Page, there it is. And that's the first 2 strokes which lost it for Cassidy Scheer. You have to make that up, Tommy, as you go.
Again, Walt Page coming in, our overall points leader right there, and a good effort to win heat number 1. These would be the bottom 2 qualifiers, however, in the single buck competition.
Well, Dave, let's go back and look at Cassidy Scheer here on stand 1. And let's talk about that healing that you mentioned. What literally is happening is he's making a huge cut on the near side and just shoving all that wood into the middle of the block where it can't be discharged.
Well, part of the saw, he's got the saw too far away from his body. Watch the saw snake. Right there, you have to lock that saw into your forearm, let your body drive it in. And you're right, Kevin, he lifted it up and then drove the near wood in. Walt Page lifting up, driving the near edge, and then pulling the near edge. And look at this, that's beautiful. You can see a constant stream of noodles coming out.
Equal piles on both sides of the log. That's what we've always talked about.
Exactly, and the saw was flawless. It was smooth. You can hear it. We can't hear from here, but a wedger can hear it. And a lot of times when I make a cut, I don't even have to see it. I can just hear that smooth. The saw is running the way it is made to run. So look at all the noodles coming out on the far side. Watch the near pull. Watch the noodles coming out. Here they come on the near pull. Now he lifts up, changes angles, drives the far teeth, and look at all that fiber, all those fibers coming out. That's perfect. Where was this with Walt Page a year ago? He's done something, pulling the whole nose of the saw in. And just tapping the handle on the push. That's awesome. And that's a trend-setting style right there from Walt Page. Just tapping on the push stroke, pulling the whole saw, not changing the angle to the end. There it is. Change the angle. Now let's drive the near wood. That's beautiful. What do you think, Tommy?
Well, you see that nose buried up in there.
I love it.
You know, and you say, well, where is it? Is that not cut? That's where you're not cutting wood.
Well, you want to pull the whole nose. You want to pull the whole belly of the saw through. That's awesome. Right at the end of the pull. Right at the end of the push, I'm sorry. He knew that was coming off. And here comes the fist bump. Because he's been struggling. He's been a bit snake-bitten in this event. And he knows it's come off well. And he's throwing a little visual dagger down at Cassidy Scheer, isn't he?
It's about as much emotional aggression as we'll get out of Walt Page.
I know. That's what makes him such a, like we saw him in the springboard, why he's such a good springboard cutter. He's just emotionally removed from that event.
Here's your scores right there. Walt Page with a 15.75. Cassidy Scheer a good ways back at 18.69. How will those two hold up throughout the entire field here, Dave?